So it normally goes like this. I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and if I sound out of breath right now, it's because I'm cycling up a big hill in the Pennines. I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and welcome to my channel. And today, me and Mike, we set off from the town of Whalley in Lancashire, and on this section here, we're making our way along Whalley Road into Sabden, where we're about to take on a classic climb called the Nick of Pendle. So this meant that from the off, we were cycling uphill and gaining 800 feet in elevation over a 4-mile leg by the time we'd reached the summit. For what goes up must come down.
So here I am just about to crest the summit, and Mike's well ahead because I've been faffing about filming. There's a sharp little peak here where we're at 950 feet above sea level, or 291 metres. And so the large mound in front of you, that is Pendle Hill, which is really high up in the Pennines. It's at over 1,800 feet, or 557 metres, and it's just to the west of the main Pennine range of hills. We've got sheep there on the left, and I'm about to build up some real good pace here. You look on the left again there, that's a ski centre, and some of the top snowboarders in the United Kingdom train here. So I'm out of the saddle now, and I really am giving it some big licks, to be honest. The maximum speed along here somewhere was over 50 miles per hour. And just looking ahead down the right, we've got a car about to make a manoeuvre. I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen there, but we got through it safely. We just look at that, look at the view ahead. However, you've not got time to look at that view. You're just trying to pick the best line you can. You're scanning everything with your eyes wide open. And way down there, we've got some temporary lights, so I need to negotiate my way through them. Now, under normal circumstances, you'd be carrying a lot of speed hitting this cattle grid in the left-hander. Always be careful, because this right-hander can catch you out as well. So again, it's out of the saddle. I am mindful that this car's there waiting. And then it's time to just have one final blast down here. Again, I'm out of the saddle. Really enjoying this descent. I know Mike's ahead somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where he is. Using all the road, all the tarmac available, picking some really good lines and absolutely having a blast. And there are times when you have a sneaky peek at the speedometer and you don't really want to see what you're doing, to be honest. It puts the fear of God up you. So I'm tucked in here now and just cruising down this fantastic descent. And again, they're taking a nice inside line. We've got some cyclists there crossing the road, and there's Mike on the left. Boom! And I've just gone straight past him, holding a pretty nice aero tuck there as I descend my way down the latter part of the road towards the A59. But as you can see, really, other than the lights, I had a pretty good run. And this next section, it felt like I was surfing down a big barreling wave in Hawaii trying to get out the other end. And like with all high-speeding descents in the Pennines and elsewhere in the United Kingdom, enjoy them, but just be careful. And there's quite a few on this video today, so make sure you stay tuned all the way through. Well, I really enjoyed that descent. But let's have a look at the map, and that's where we're based in the northwest of England. And looking in more detail, you can see where we set off today from the town of Whalley in Lancashire, as we made our way towards Sabden and going down that great descent of Pendle Hill. And the aim of today's ride was to find a new cafe, but going down some old roads as we headed towards Wigglesworth, Tosside and Sladeburn, with a Trough ahead of us, where we passed through Dunsop Bridge and other classic places like Chipping, Inglewhite, St Michael's on Wyre, was in the heart of Lancashire at this stage, and finally heading towards Inskip and Catforth, where we had a spot of lunch at Roots Café, and we'd cycled 58 miles at this point, and it turned out to be a cracking cafe. But let's get back to the ride, where we're on the A59. I've got Mike on the front, and with a tailwind, we were cruising at 30 miles per hour.
A blast down the A59 and Mike on the front doing 30 miles an hour.
And then at 10 miles, we took a left just before Sawley Brow. Just over my right shoulder there is Sawley Abbey, and it dates back to 1149. And then shortly after, we left Lancashire behind us briefly as we climbed up Forest Beck's brow, with Pennygent in the distance ahead, and Wigglesworth was next.
Isn't that a really good little lane that? This is Wigglesworth.
Yeah, it's Wigglesworth, isn't it?
So as you know, if ever you come to the Trough, you've got to get here. The Dales is that way. I think we're in Yorkshire now. Lancashire and the Trough that way, Sladeburn and Tosside and all that, and Dunsop Bridge.
Yeah, it's all that way, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, we've done 20 miles, Mike.
Yeah.
And this is Tosside.
Yeah.
So, go on, what county are we in at the moment?
We're in Yorkshire, isn't it?
We are in Yorkshire. And on the other side,
Lancashire.
right on the border.
Good, aren't it, my geography?
You're getting there. Watch me bike, I need a nature break. This is 22 miles now, Mike. We're on the B6478, which, as you lot know, is a classic cycling road that takes you from the Dales into the Trough of Bowland.
Oh, it's a classic.
And it's an area of outstanding natural beauty.
Oh, yeah. That goes without saying, doesn't it?
And just look around these hills here. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, beautiful.
What a fantastic view. I think Mike's getting a bit giddy, but yeah. That ahead is the Trough.
And just moving ahead further on down the road now, still on the B6478, we've got Sladeburn, just in the dip below, where we were proper shifting at a hell of a rate of knots. We're about to cross over the River Hodder, and you've got to take on this big right-hander here. Get around that quite carefully, and it's always a bit of fun coming down this section. I love it. And actually, it's not a bad climb going back up here out of Sladeburn, and that bend we just got round, that's a tough one to climb up. So there's the bridge. It was probably close to the speed limit as well, might I add. There's also a good cafe on the right here.
That's a good right-hander, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is Sladeburn at 25 miles.
And at this point, we came off the 6478 and headed towards Woodhouse Lane.
So at Sladeburn, you'd normally go through there and kind of bear left. We went straight through on this lovely, lovely little back lane. It really is stunning. And it'll basically just loop right round the hillside here. And we'll come out near Newton in Bowland. But it just gets you away from cars and motorbikes.
Well, so let's have a quick look on the map. You can see Sladeburn highlighted there in the green, where we've got Newton in Bowland and then Dunsop Bridge just further on down, with the B6478 showing in blue. And this little lane we're on now, and part of it's called Back Lane, is a lovely addition to any ride around the Trough.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah.
30 miles in now, and we're on the approach to Dunsop Bridge. I love it, I love the views. It's a great feeling coming this way out. Gotta watch out for potholes, because this road, it really is potholey. However, the backdrop is just something else.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And every time I ride my bike down here, I'm just blown away by its beauty.
Bit of warm air here.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So we're not far from Dunsop Bridge now, and you can see the sign on the left saying the Whitewell Estate. So we'll just get over the crest of the hill there and drop into Dunsop Bridge itself, and there's that classic iconic cafe, which is Puddle Ducks.
Puddle Ducks.
Me and Mike have stopped there quite a few times on our ride.
So if ever you're in Dunsop Bridge, that is your sign, you can't miss it. It's a proper old signpost. They don't make them like that anymore, do they?
Oh no, it's a classic sign. That,
Classic sign.
You just can't get them for love nor money, can you?
No. Is that the good reference up there? 6575000?
No, that's my telephone number.
How what's it doing up there?
I don't know.
Now this next bit is just knockout. You can turn right at the signpost and do the Trough climb, but instead here we're going down the valley, over Langdon Bridge here. And I just think it's Lancashire at its best. It's absolutely... well, I think you've just got to ride down here to appreciate it and describe it in your own words. And this is Langdon Home Farm on the left. Got Mike coming through there. It's nice and warm, it's very flat, and you can always carry some great pace along here. We're still following the River Hodder. We're making our way to the Burholme Bridge. where we'll bear right and take a cracking little detour over Little Bowland Road.
So we've come off now the main road out of the Trough, and the view behind's great. Another one of them unnamed roads, but it'll take us more towards Chipping in the end, and that's a little lung buster. That's Jeffrey Hill.
So yes, that big hill in the background is Jeffrey Hill, and it's just on the other side of where Longridge will be. And me and Mike have got this great descent just to take on here. It's a lovely little bit there as we go past Knot End Hill Farmhouse, and that is a beautiful little property. So we're still on Little Bowland Road, and we're heading towards Bowland Wildboar Park, and shortly afterwards we'll be on the outskirts of Chipping, and I must say the cycling around here is absolutely knockout. You just get round this left-hander here, and that was a lovely section.
37 miles, this is the little place called Chipping, and it looks like the cobbled corner is closed. Thank you.
Another one, isn't it?
A lovely little place.
Farm shop. Not big,
Yeah, lovely. I'll have to go to that farm shop another time.
And in fact, on the 17th of December 2023, me and Mike, we did exactly that. And we've got a video to prove it.
It's called the Chipping Farm Shop. The cobbled corner's just literally 50 yards over there. We've always gone past it, so we'll give it a go. I bet it weighs the same as a gold bar. Yeah. Right, this is 40 mile in as well. So we're now letting the Garmin take us towards a destination. We're looking for Inskip. We're on like a labyrinth of these back lanes in Lancashire. They're lovely, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Nice
Lovely,
tarmac, yeah, nice tarmac.
Yeah. Nice and smooth, isn't it?
Very green.
Oh yeah, very green. And very blue.
And blue skies. But it is meant to rain. So behind us we've got Duntop Bridge, Chipping, Trough behind us. Ahead basically is the west coast. Never too far away from Garstang or Inglewhite, places like that. But I found a cafe this morning that looked okay in this area. So we've got Catforth and Inskip dialed in, and that's where the cafe is. Again, we're on a labyrinth of lanes again. Lovely, lovely cycling countryside this. Bike on the front. Next left. In fact, the Garmin's now telling us that we're riding on a cycle route, which is the C357. Keep nice pace on it, it's cool as well, because my God, when you stop, the wind is no wind and your temperature goes right up. Well, that's nearly 59 miles to the cafe. Roots Lane Cafe on Roots Lane, that's a no-brainer. Let's have a look.
Now this was a cracking little find. And little did I know, but it was actually a dedicated cycling cafe. And one or two viewers who are local to the area have also recommended it. So as soon as you walk in there, you've got all these cycling kits and jerseys on the wall, and there's even bikes hanging from the rafters. But the question was, did they do black pudding?
Did they do black pudding, Mike?
As it happens, Mike had been on the scent of black puddings for the last 3 miles, so he knew we were in.
They do black puddings, Mike.
Yeah.
Look at that, black pudding and sausage. I've had to strip off. It's too hot. Are you not hot?
Not too bad.
Look at this. It's alright, that. Oh yeah.
That's the black pudding sorted. What about dessert?
What's that one? A kind of jammy croissant.
Something like that. It's nice.
Oh, a lovely currant slice. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Let's be honest, I'm quite partial to a currant slice. I have been since I was a kid.
There's bikes on the roof, Mike.
I'll go back on that one.
But anyway, it was time to hit the road again, and there was rain forecast for later on.
That was a good cafe. Yeah. A proper cycling cafe. See ya.
See ya.
Well, that was a good stop, and actually I found that this morning just having a quick look on the computer, so I didn't know it was a cycling cafe.
There you are.
Well, we're straight out of the cafe and this lovely lanes again. Really nice. I think we're heading towards Chatham next. Could be wrong.
It's Cottam, not Chatham. Come on, Daz.
Well, I've put some directions into Cottam, but then we're on a brand new road. Lovely tarmac. But the Garmin doesn't know the road, it's not on the map. So right now we're going through a field, apparently. Well, we're on a lovely magical mystery tour now. The Garmin's taken us on a cycling trail. Look at this ahead. Making our way towards Grimsby. What do you make of this, Mike?
It's a bit cack.
Cack.
Not the best road, is it?
Just for the record, we'd cycled down William Young Way, turned right onto Sandy Lane, left onto Hoyles Lane, which led onto Lightfoot Lane, and then we took a right onto Walker's Lane, which is where we are right now, having crossed the Tom Benson Way. This was a Garmin magical mystery tour.
70 miles in now, we're riding on the B5269. We're at Longridge. Some lovely lanes there, all the way back, as we made our way towards Grimsby. So we'll bear right on the B6245, and that'll take us towards Ribchester next. I think we're going to do a route over towards Wiltshire on the way back. 74 miles in now. This is the road to Ribchester with Knoll Green and Hurst Green behind us. Mike's on the front, nice left-hander. Get round this. That's nice, yes. Lovely road this.
So Stonygate Lane drops you right into Ribchester, but we took a left onto the B6245 with that cracking right-hander there as we crossed over the Ribchester Bridge, now the River Ribble, and on this section here we'd normally go left to get a route back to Whalley. Me and Mike wanted to head out towards Wiltshire to get a few more miles in before the rain came, so we bared right here, continued along the road, and eventually this road will take you to the A59, where there's some pretty steep hills.
Well, 80 miles in, big climb this. Wiltshire behind us. Got to climb up here and drop down to Great Harwood. What a climb.
And looking over our shoulder, you can see them dark, heavy thunderclouds. They're starting to creep up on us.
Well, we've covered 80 miles now. We're high up on the hills above Rishton, and it's not raining here, but it's meant to rain anytime now. Looking over my shoulder, the clouds are really black. The sky's turning, but the view that way is pretty clear. Oh, we're not far to go now, but them clouds, they've caught us up. You can see it's gone really, really dark all around. Hopefully we'll get away with it, but I could do with a good shower. Right!
So this is Wiltshire Road, with Rishton to our right and Deanclough Reservoir to our left. And we're on this descent at the moment with Mike ahead. You can see the sign there for a steep gradient. And we really are on it here. We've got a big right-hander. We get around that safely. And then we're heading towards Great Harwood, and Tottleworth isn't too far away either. So I go to the front. Always trying to pick nice lines, and we've got a very long straight section here. So my legs were still feeling good, and I decided to put a bit more power through the pedals. You still got to concentrate when you've been riding all day through the Trough. But I was nearly at 50 miles per hour. And after this section we were looking for Golden Acre Lane and Shawcliffe Lane, which would take us towards Whalley Nab.
So apparently this drops us down Whalley Nab. We've got Mike in front and I need to catch him up.
it, watch it.
And one or two viewers have been asking me to make the videos a bit longer, so I'll leave the next few sequences in for you as we make our way towards Whalley, along a section of road I've never been on before, and it was quite challenging.
Yeah, right. Is it steep? Yeah. But it is steep. Blind corner. Left-hander, don't know it. Whoa, this could be scary quick. Whoa, squirrel. On the brakes big time here. Wow. I can't see anything, I can't see potholes. Left-hander, way up. Can't take any risks. Big left-hander again. Slow right down. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh, Whalley Nab.
I think we've just timed that to perfection.
Yeah. Well, we're back in Whalley. That was another good ride.
Hey, to tell you what, my feet are not too bad.
Mike's feet are good. We've got a bit of the Yorkshire Dales, some beautiful parts of Lancashire. I'm almost on the west coast. Great cafe, some good descending, and we've hit over 50 miles an hour, which is
All
good.
the way round.
I
Not
wish.
quite. Then we're going to get smashed.
In that wine bar, it's always full of crumpet there.
Well, that was a really good ride. We was desperate to try and get 100 miles out of it, but it just wasn't worth it with the rain coming. So in the end, we cycled 86 miles, and we were just shy of 6,000 feet in elevation for the day. And we certainly name dropped quite a few iconic places in this part of the world. But on the way back, the heavens absolutely opened, and as I approached my local town in the Pennines, driving conditions were really bad. The weather really took a turn for the worse. So me and Mike, we made a good call to complete the ride after the final descent of Whalley Nab.
You're on, have you got any parting words to say, Mike? About the ride?
Got oil on the top.
Yeah.
Anybody know how to get that out?
Lick it. Wow.
Anyway, he said the surgeon performed a miracle. He transplanted my uncle's legs onto me.
Okay.
So Matthew Kelly says, oh, bloody hell, that's Simon. He says, who are you going to be tonight? He goes, Matthew, tonight I'm going to be Simon and half uncle. Good enough, isn't it?
What's up with your foot? Explain it. No one knows. You got a verruca?
No.
Ah.
It's that hotspot. I get hotspot. Anybody know?
Is that where I got Wi-Fi? From that hotspot? Is it not that? I got a signal up there, 4G, or is no?
No, it's not the same one, no. Darren,
I'm trying.
no.
I'm a a car.
No, it's the burning sensation on your foot.
Is it when you put the cigarette out?
Yeah. We'll have to go to Action School, I think.
Oh, ants! I've got them in an ant's nest. What a blast that was, and I'm sure that I've just passed Mike there at over 40 odd mile an hour.
I don't know, try moving the cleats and it is better, but it's not 100%. So if you want to have a whip round and get me a cleat fit, and we can go from there, can't we?
Right, a cleat fit it is.
Yeah, with the top man. You had a dozen, innit?
Right, so, I'll tell you what, that you can't go down that flat out, can you?
No, God, no.
I can't. It's mountain bike stuff, that.
It's 30 odd %.